Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another double Alliance War video. So let's go ahead and get straight into the action today. Up first, for Loki is facing off against I think this was Vietnam squad. So my team today is going to be Count Nefaria, Deathless Thanos, two incredible champions, and then I had the option of whoever I wanted for my third teammate, and I was debating between Odin and Heimdall. Odin just for we're gonna be on some path number 9, some hazard shift. So I was debating, if I should just get a shock pre-fight for Thanos. I was like, nah, with the decay tactic and everything, it shouldn't be a problem. So I just decided to bring Heimdall. So gonna go ahead and boost up a little bit here. This is the third to last war of the season, so it'll be war number 10. I think there's 12 wars this season. Should be. But yeah, we got only 3 wars left. And we've been getting our butts kicked lately. So we're in Platinum. We need to win, I think, every single war now to secure Masters. So, there's no screwing around. These are must-win wars. And we kind of imploded on ourselves right at the start. We had, 3 deaths, super early on. And it wasn't really looking great, to be honest. That's how this war started. So here I'm throwing on a 150 science power back boost, but I don't think that's gonna do literally anything for us because they were nerfed and they've also been bugged, especially the science one, or so I've heard. So yeah, that's cool. So up first here we got a White Tiger and a Purgatory, and we're gonna be using Count Nefaria for both of these fights. And I'm not really worried at all. Feeling pretty good about both of these matchups. I wanted to try to get an evade to build the energy vulnerability on one of her specials, but she's basically dead, so we don't need to worry about it. And she's dead. So yeah, super easy fight to start us off with. Super easy, honestly. Section 1, just White Tiger and Purgatory. Neither of those champions are that scary of defenders, and plus I'm strapped with my rank 3 Count Nefaria with the decay tactic. This dude on his own is so insane. Give him the decay tactic too, and he's beyond broken. So yeah. As if the Count Nefaria needs slow, he's already so freaking good. I mean, with his synergy, you can get Decelerate, which is similar to slow, but a little bit different. We can do similar effects. But, yeah, we did get an energy vulnerability on her from the special 1. I fight Purgatory all the time in Alliance Quest, so I'm pretty familiar with fighting her, actually, because of that. And yeah, another fight down, 420 left on the clock. Just 2 very simple fights to start us off with. 30-second fights, absolute breeze. Alright, that's section 1. Now let's go ahead and move on to section 2. So up first we have I think it's Iron Man Infinity War. Yeah, and then America Chavez. So we're going to be going Thanos, Nefaria, section 2 here. And so this was the fight where I was debating, bringing Odin for the shock. And then, I got here and I think I realized it's shock and bleed, I think. Yeah. Because for some reason, I had in my mind, I keep I know Thanos' immunity it's cold immunities and poison. I know that. But sometimes I think, oh, wasn't it bleed? I gaslight myself sometimes, honestly, into thinking he has different immunities. But yeah, so start this fight off. Get the armor break, armor shatter. Those debuffs are going to just help immediately towards the decay tactic so that we're not taking too much damage from all of those debuffs. Here Iron Man goes ahead and tosses that special 2. We're just going to wait, be patient, and then go ahead and punish. You can see we're hitting so freaking hard. Casual 32k mediums, and then heavy, pop that. He's almost dead. Relic would have had a special 1 or 2, or so much overkill. Yeah, another 34-second fight, dude. Deathless Thanos, this team, Deathless Thanos and Count Nefaria, just 2 of my favorite champions, especially for last year. Probably my top 2 favorites for sure. this team goes crazy hard. I'm loving it. So up next here we have a Chavez, and this was actually, I think, the worst fight of this war, and she was just being kind of a jerk, I think, if I remember correctly here. Let's see. So, you know, here I'm just trying to bait a special one. She throws a heavy. I'm like, okay, throw your special one. She throws a heavy. Chavez, throw your special one. She's at special 2 now and passively unstoppable. Like, are you serious, Chavez? Like, just throw the goddamn special one. Is it that hard? Is it that difficult for you to throw a special one? This node also has, you know, one-eyed open, so we can't just be parrying. I'm just trying to bait a special. Finally, after 45 seconds, we managed to bait a special, and then she triggers the evade mastery, and then she also triggers the, so that gave her unstoppable buff, and then we also trigger another unstoppable passive from the decay. Just this fight should have also been a 30-second one, but yeah, so that was interesting. What's that mastery? Why can't I think of the name now? It's gonna bug me. Why can't I think of it? The mastery that everyone taught. Unfazed. That's it. There we go. Brain working slow today. So yeah, this keeps happening to me like every war. I'm at like the end of my path. I got one fight left, and I'm out of energy every time. So spend some units. Dip right below 12k units, which feels bad. But I had to buy that for this final fight, which is just a Deathless King Groot. So, you know, I was not worried. It's a King Groot, you know. I'm not worried at all, even though I started the fight taking some hits. But it's all good. It's going to be a little bit slow to ramp just because he's shrugging off so many of our debuffs, you know, that we're applying that we usually consume to then build our charges. So that's a little bit annoying, but it's alright. Here we've got a couple energy buildups. Drop special one, we're at 68. And then here I wanted to go for, you know, an evade to get the energy vulnerability up there. Missed the parry. Here, again, just sitting here, baiting special ones, man. That's like half this war. And, yeah, missed the evade again. And then here I notice his prowess is kind of actually getting up there. He's at 5 prowess. He's triggering some unstoppable passives. And then here he blocks my special too. I'm like, bro, what is happening here? We're a minute into a fight against a King Groot. Like, why are we struggling right now? Like, no, this is supposed to be the easiest fight on this like whole path. Come on. So here, boom, finally got the evade. Apply the energy vulnerability debuff. There we go. Here, finally go into our Ionic Overdrive as well. We're sitting at 206 charges. Now, finally, things are going good. Here, we look for a little intercept. King Groot is just not playing ball with me today, man. Look for another intercept. Nothing. Bro is just not playing ball. But dropped special 2, get our max furies, 15 fury passives, got some debuffs ticking. He's going down now. Here we're finally doing some real damage. It's a 30k medium crit and then 2 19,000 light attack crits. So there we go. Those last 2 fights, man, and you can see the war is super close, tied at 3-3. No items used that war. We'll take a look at the score after we go through this next war. So this is the team. I literally did this today. I don't know when it was, like an hour, maybe 2 hours ago. So this one's very fresh. The war has not even ended at this point. This is 4 Loki facing off against Chaos. Shout out to Chaos, a lot of good dudes over there. A lot of friends that I got over there. Shout out to Damn Epic, Lord, Meso, the homies. This guy, I don't talk to him too much, but I used to play him in Battlegrounds all the time. Daniel Gamil. Shout out to this guy as well. And we're fighting his rank 3 Chilth here on path number 7. So I fought Chilth here quite a few times with Onslaught. It hasn't really been anything recently. I think it's gonna go ahead and put on a combat regeneration boost. The reason why I put that on is just because basically, even with Onslaught here, you're gonna be taking unavoidable damage. There's just no really way around it. If there is a way around it, I don't know it. So I am going to be taking some damage, and I've accepted that, and that's fine. That's why we got the combat regen boost. So start of the fight, we're doing a good job. We're not triggering the damage reflection, but at the moment we knock her down, we trigger it, you know. And again, I know that's going to happen. It's fine. Just need to get to my special 2, apply some degen, and end it. Like, I mean, you probably could do this fight without triggering the damage reflect. It would be slow. Like, with Onslaught, you'd have to just not be applying debuffs, which technically you could do, but yeah, it sounds like a very, very, very slow fight. Even the Striker takes damage back, which I think is so stupid. Like, why is whatever my Striker is doing, how is that affecting my health bar? I really hate those types of interactions, honestly. But here, we dropped a special 2. We had 18 Neuroshock. They weren't paused, but wasn't even going to bother pausing them. She's going to die, and she did. So, you know, we took some damage, finished 78%. Yeah, that's fine. Take a couple potions, heal that back. Next up, we have a Dragon Man. This is very common placement for path number 7. Like, I've fought both of these exact defenders on this path before. It's very common. I don't feel like it's the most effective. I don't know. Maybe it is, because it kind of forces some direct counters. But, yeah, Onslaught and Pig are literally just so perfect for these fights. And that is what I got assigned. Onslaught, great job for that shield. Here, we do apply Armor Break when we knock Dragon Man down, which gives us degen. But with Decay, it's not a big deal. Even without Decay, you know, the Pig reduces that type of damage based on his nonsense charges. So, be fine either way. And yeah, bait one more special attack here, and boom, Porker Poppers, got him. Bait. All we had to do is bait 2 specials against that Dragon Man. He's dead. 30-second fight. There we go. Feeling good. Now we're moving on to section 2, and we're going to be heading over to path number 3. We have a Black Panther Civil War up next. Again, it's like my 4th or 5th time fighting this dude this season, but it's fine. I'm very comfortable with it now. So, you know, especially with Onslaught. If I'm using someone else, I'm definitely not as comfortable, because Onslaught, you can parry freely in this fight, as long as there's not a node that's going to be stopping that. But Black Panther can't reflect the stun to Onslaught. It'll just become a passive one if he tries that, which you're going to see, I think, like pretty early on in this fight. So I had like 8 seconds left on that combat regen boost. I was like, okay, let's just get in here right away. And you can see we start the fight with a parry, and immediately it is a passive stun, because he tried to reflect the stun onto me, but Onslaught's like, nah, buddy, we don't allow that here. So yeah, now we got 17 Neuroshock on this guy, but we cannot heavy attack him, because whenever he is above 10 of those charges, he will go passively unstoppable when we try to heavy. So now that he's fallen down to 5, we go for the heavy, but unfortunately all of my Neuroshock just fell off moments before. So we only have 2 Neuroshocks right now, not really enough to go for a big special 3. And here, you know, I was going to go for a relic into a heavy, but then he was above 10 charges, so I did the first part of the heavy, and that didn't trigger the unstoppable. I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to, so I think what happened there was my magnetism debuffs lowered his ability accuracy to prevent the unstoppable passive from triggering. And then, since I canceled the heavy, you know, it wouldn't have had another chance to re-trigger. I'm pretty sure that's what happened there. And then here I accidentally get hit by his heavy when I would have paused 12 of my Neuroshock. So, yeah, this fight's definitely not going great. I was like, dang it. Alright, well, whatever. Let's just throw a special one. Then he's, again, above 10 charges, so I feel like I can't safely land a heavy attack, or he's going to go unstoppable. So here I'm like, well, you know, I guess we just keep comboing. And right there I parried, he cleansed it. But yeah, we dropped special 2 with only 7 degen, but 7 degen plus the hit damage itself was enough to take him down. Not the cleanest of fights, but hey, solo was a solo. And that was the last fight that I needed Onslaught for this war, so it's all good. Don't even need to heal him. So this is my Kushala's Alliance War debut as a rank 3 champion. And right there I just messed up. I had combat regen boosted in my mind still. And I was like thinking about it for the next fight. But I was like, no. I need a combat power, or I can't speak today. Power start 1 boost for this fight, because you start with a bar, and then Viv's buffs basically give Kushala another bar. and this fight is literally over. You can see she's taking 8,500 per tick. The more of my blessings I get, the more that damage goes up. So it's 9,000 damage per tick right now. She did. She did. 19-second fight. You know, probably didn't need the power start boost, but it was nice to have. It made that fight a whole bunch quicker. And again, I'm faced with the same problem. I have one fight left and no energy. But luckily, I can just use loyalty today. I don't have to spend units. We are back above 12,000 units, which feels good. And then, yeah, I'm just trying to get back in war. I'm like, oh my god, I hit the wrong button there. I'm like, dude, just put me back in the war map. Come on, let's finish this. Let's go. The power start 1 boost is ticking. And last but not least, we have a Gore the God Butcher here. 7-star, rank 3 Gore. It has one-eyed open, make a stand. So one-eyed open, you know, that's when you parry any damage you dealt while they're stunned. It's just going to be reflected onto you. So I am going to start the fight with a parry, but I'm not going to do anything about it. That was just to gain a blessing. That's all that was the only reason I did that. Now here we're just looking for an opening, and we end up baiting out a heavy attack. So we'll take that, and then here we go for an intercept to get another blessing, and to build a little bit more power and a little bit more buffs on him. Then we throw our special 2, and then bait his special, and then throw another special 2. And again, this fight is literally over, dude. Like, I've been doing all these fights with a rank 2 Kushala, and she's been handling them, but a rank 3, like, she just ends the fight so freaking quick, dude. It's crazy. Rank 3 Kushala just is not screwing around. Just 30-second fights flat. Just, wow. So, yeah, over the course of these 2 wars, I only used two items. So, very good on the item usage for me. Luckily, we managed to pull out the dub on that first war against Vietnam squad. Like I said, at the end of that war, I showed the score. It was tied 3-3. So, we ended up with 4 deaths. They ended up with 13. We really needed to win that one, so that's huge. And then the current score in this war right now, like I said, it's not over yet for Loki versus Chaos at the time of recording this. Pretty sure it's safe to say we got this one. We're sitting at 3 deaths, and they're sitting at 9. We again had a very terrible start early on, but then they responded with a poor start as well, and we're like, wow, it's like unbelievable. I'm still in disbelief that this is even happening. I like after the start we had this war, I was like, oh god, there goes Masters. You know, like that's what I was thinking, and then. Because, like, this isn't even it. There's still a whole other war that we need to win to secure Masters. But we can't even think about that war, you know, until we're through this one. So, because this is where we are currently sitting right now. Platinum 1, rank 3. So, hopefully, you know, we should win this war against Chaos. And that should put us, like, right in Masters. Or, like, right before it. And then the final war, if we win that, Masters is secured. If not, we're going to end up in Platinum. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this second to last Alliance War video of the season. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Drop a like. If so, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a great, wonderful day. Peace.